Hi, my name is Valerie Anak Gemar. For introduction, the strong development of young children is an essential component. It includes a wide range of components including physical, cognitive, social and emotional developments. All of these are interrelated and mutually supportive one of another. Investing in the beneficial development of early children's correspond with various Sustainable Development Goal (SDG) and programs such as Permata, since it provide the foundation for long-term sustainable development. Positive developments in early childhood is close like to SDG, for which it's quality education. It's also supportive sustainable development goal 3, which is focused on good health and being well. It's healthy development in early childhood. SDG, at which its designs work and economic growth, its direct impact by the good development of young children. Early children development of skill and competitive slow foundation of future productivity and employment. Last but not least, programs like Permata, a comprehensive early childhood development program in Malaysia, are in line with certificate of good development in early life.
A very good morning to my lecturer, Madam Monica. Before I start my presentations, let me introduce myself. My name is Suilan Sulan Anak Pepang, and I'm taking Bachelor in Early Childhood Education from MLC Sarawak. So the first thing that I will present today is about the name and the objective of the teaching aids. In this project, the activity that we create is we name it as a 3D farm role play. Let's go to the first objective, which is to create an engaging and interactive experience. This helps children familiarize themselves with the preschool environments, build relationship with their peers, and at the same time introduce to them about the concept of farm life and its associated activities. Okay, so next we go to the second objective, which is to make the adjustment to the new preschool environments for the children as smooth as possible. As we know, during the orientation week, young children may experience feelings of anxiety throughout the orientation process because they are being exposed to new peoples, new surrounding environments, places, and things for the first time. So children are given with an enjoyable and creativity opportunity to explore the new surrounding when they are engaged with a 3D farm role play into their transitions process. This helps children to feel less anxious and makes the process go more smoothly. The third one is to encourage socializations and engagement with the other peers. During the orientations week, children are still getting to know with the other peers and developing new connections. Children will have the chance to work together with their classmates, cooperate and interact with one another if they are taking part in the role play activity, which is 3D farm role play. Besides that, they also have the ability to delegate tasks, share duties. At the same time, they can learn how to cooperate with the other peers. And all of these contribute to the development of healthy connections and a sense of belonging among the members of the groups. Next is expose students with the fundamentals principles of agriculture. By this 3D farm role play, the children can know the different type of animals that often seen on a farm and all of the duties, including by engaging in farm-related activities. Children have an opportunity to learn about the names of the animals, the sounds, and also the colors of the animals, including they learn how to feed the animals, and they know that the animals also needs the shelter. This educational process fosters the development of empathy, responsibility, and a sense of duty towards the well-being of living organisms. Next is enhance children's cognitive growth. Through these activities, it promotes the process of problem solving and decision making. Children may participate in activities that demand critical thinking, decision making, such as feeding animals, keeping the farm area clean, or collecting eggs. These kinds of activities provide children with valuable hands-on experience. They may investigate the connections between causes and effects, make predictions, and determine solutions to the problems that come up while they are acting out the part. This encourages cognitive maturations and both their creative and analytical thinking abilities, making them be a better learner. Last but not least is educators are able to observe and evaluate the abilities, interests, and learning style of the students. We as an educators may acquire valuable information regarding to the problem-solving capabilities, communication skills, and level of emotional investments of each student through their active involvement in this activity. So when designing future teachings and activities that approach to the specific requirements and interests of the children, this information may be proved to be extremely beneficial. So, in conclusions, organizing a 3D farm role-play activity for preschool children during the orientation week is serve multiple objectives. It facilitates children's transitions into a setting of preschool, encourages socializations and contact with their peers. Now, I will explain the issue among children. Based on the articles by Alexandra Kruzewska, which is the first separations from parents, that is the beginning of preschool education. The first issue among children during the first day enter the preschools is they will experience an ups and downs of emotions during the first several weeks. For example, they often feel frightened, ashamed, and disoriented due to a new situation. The reason for this is when the child is sent to a new location where they do not know everybody there. And the preschool student who has difficulty adjusting to a new environment often cries, afraid, and shows a variety of somatic symptoms such as stomach ache, headache, vomiting, and peeing the bed. Next is the child seems to be struggling greatly in the new environment. Since after living with their mother for a long time, they must sometimes be abruptly separated. For example, there may be anxiety, uncertainty, or even fear may arise from new situations and surroundings. The sounds of other children crying, laughter, and loud conversations terrifies the youngster. Therefore, in order for the youngsters to completely accept and adjust to the new world, they will need a considerable amount of time and experiences gained by in group. Even if they meet nice individuals at the preschools when they arrive for the first time, they still have a close emotional tie with their mother and the rest of the family. The third one is adaptation stage might find it very challenging to participate in teacher-organized performances and courses. Majority of preschool age children struggle to participate in the teacher-led sessions during their first week of attendance. Children are unable to concentrate on the activity and actively participate in it because they are still adjusting to a new setting, feel embarrassed and nervous when their parents are not around, and they have a disrupted sense of security. The children also think of the instructor as a highly demanding individual. Next is lack of interest, clinging to the instructor, difficulty calming down while crying, intermittent increased aggressiveness, difficulty making eye contact, and unwillingness to communicate. And these are the following symptoms in order of severity were the most common signs of a difficult transitions during the early days of preschool attendance. The result of the second trial shows that all of these symptoms have been drastically changed, and while they were still present in some people, they mostly related to apathy and lack of appetite. The last one is resting is a challenging time for any kids in the early preschool years. It is because children link it with trauma. The 3 years old lose the sense of place and time because they identify their bed with sleeping at night. Children often cry, ask about their mothers, and attempt to persuade the teachers that they did not need to sleep. But when the instructor is strict, kids beg for things like a toys to play, and while they are sleeping. Okay, so once the kids have put it in a lot of work to fall asleep, getting up is another challenge. When they get up, they are used to insights that their parents are not around. This is an issue, however, since parents are not present at the preschools. So, from all of these issues, we can conclude that children's ability to adjust to the preschool settings is greatly influenced by the preschools, educators, and parents of the child beginning preschool educations. Undoubtedly, educating young children about the preschools, how to organize their work, present their daily routines, and interact with other kids by preparing them appropriate activities during the orientation week are a fantastic way to relieve the fears, anxiety, and adapt with the new environment.
The materials that we use is clay. The type of clay that we use is air dry clay, and the reason why we choose this air dry clay is because it is a water based clay and dries naturally in the air without requiring dry under the sun. Besides that, we also use mounting board as a surface for our 3D form roleplay. The reason we use mounting board because it is offer support since they are often strong and stiff. We were compiling a collection of reference photographs is under to accurately portray the look of a farm. This role play can play by individual or by group. There are various kinds of animals that we create, such as duck, cow, goat, horse, and rabbit. Even in this role play, we also prepare a concept or scenario that at farms that can guide the interactions between participants. This is to make sure and make they understand all these animals. Mostly can be found in the farm. Plus, our materials also can be used certain children with special needs. We create all the animals and farmer by using clay, the different size to make sure it's easy for them to move the animals. We also use ice cream stick with different colors as our fences by building, so that at the same time they can learn about the colors. That other than that, by using ice cream stick in the various color might be an enjoyable and imaginative way to go about it. Once the clay models of our toys was finished, we worked on giving it some finishing touches in order to improve its look. In addition to that, we make use of various printing materials and others to identify its animals. For example, rabbit, duck, cow, and house. So that the children may easily organize all of the different types of animals toys that are found on the board.
Hello everyone, my name is Thompson dengan Chairman. So I'm going to present about my part, which is the procedure of making the farmer role play activity. So for the first step, we provide all the materials and tools that we needed. Second step, we cut the mounting board according to the desired shape. And third step, we draw the desired shape and the space on the front surface of the mounting board. For the step 4, we cut a polystyrene according to the shape and space that have been drawn on the mounting board. For the step 5, we stick the polystyrene that has been cut into the mounting board. Step 6, mix the color on the clay according to the color of the base that is suitable for each animal. For example, white for duck, horses, goats, rabbit, and cows by using color. Step 7. Paste the clay on the surface for each animal base that has been drawn it on the multiboard. Step 8. Creating fence for each animal base by using ice cream stick. Step 9. We build the bump and cage for each animal. Step 10. We created animal which such as dogs, horses, goats, rabbits, and cows by using different color of clay. Okay, for the next for our discussion, which is the strength and the uniqueness of the teaching aids. Okay, overall, the farm role play activity in 3D has a variety of strengths as well as components that are original, all of which help to the healthy growth of young children. One of its primary benefit is that it emphasizes experiential learning, which is children are given the opportunity to actively participate in a variety of farm-related activities during the 3D farm role-play activity. In contrast to the more typical classroom setting, they are able to provide animal care, including taking care of animals. This interactive activity encourages children to explore their senses and improve their fine motor skills by allowing them to touch and move things in a 3D farm scenes. As they observe the behavior of animals and the interplay between different elements of the farm environment, it also will enhance their understanding of the natural world. Second, children's creativity and imaginations may be encouraged when children participate in activity like the 3D farm role play because this activity immersive nature. Children may develop their own stories, scenarios, and characters in the context of a farm through role play. They can act as farmers, veterinarians, or even characters from their own favorite books, movie, or television shows about farms. This activity is not only provide delight and excitement, but it also helps to enhance cognitive work. Children acquire the skills necessary to think critically and find solutions to the issue and make decisions as they negotiate their responsibilities and participate in farm-related activity. Okay, furthermore, young children's mental and social development can benefit significantly from participating in activities like 3D farm role-play activity. This is an activity that frequently includes children engaging in cooperative play in which they are able to communicate and work together with their friends. They gain the ability to cooperate with one another, take turns, and share responsibilities in order to complete tasks. Valuable social skills including communication, empathy, collaborations, and conflict resolutions are developed through this social contact. Children learn to negotiate and compromise, respect and understand one another's opinions, and form healthy relationships through cooperative play. This improves their emotional growth and well-being in addition to improving their social abilities. Next, the 3D farm role-play game helps young children develop a greater appreciation for the natural world and environment. Children develop an awareness and a respect for nature and natural world around them by participating in activities that are relevant to farming. They gain an understanding of the significance of environmentally responsible farming practices, the life cycle of various animals, and her interconnectedness of all living things. An understanding of environment responsibility is developed in children as a result of this, and they are inspired to become caretakers of the earth. Okay, last but not least, the 3D role-play exercise also help children develop their language and reading abilities. Children can improve their language abilities when they participate in activities associated to farming, such as having discussions, telling stories, and expanding their vocabulary, and they acquire new vocabulary, work on verbal communication skills, and improve their storytelling abilities. Children may read farm-related labels as part of this exercise, which contributes to the development of early reading, and these interactions with language and literacy contribute to their general language development as well as their ability to communicate of their early literacy competency. Lastly, this activity also gives children comprehensive educations by integrating a variety of topics and abilities. Within the structure of a farm, children may have the opportunity to engage in mathematical activities in addition to gaining knowledge about farming and science. They could be asked to tally up the number of animals, measures the size of the animals, or perform other straightforward farming duties. So that's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, we know that preschool might be benefit from having a week dedicated to intro of new instructional materials and activity. When a kid first enter a preschool settings, both there and their parents have a lot to looking forward to during orientation week. Educator may lay the groundwork for children's future success by concentrating on developing engaging and useful instructional materials and activity during the period. The social and mental health of the children may be improved through orientation week activity. Preschool is frequently the first time children interact with peers in a group environment that is outside their own home. We, as educator may help them get along better by integrating activity that promote sharing, talking to one another and working together. Children may learn and practice purely social like empathy, conflict resolution, and effective communication through group games and role-play situation. Children's attitude about schools may be shaped by giving them opportunity to study while having fun. This optimistic outlook set the foundation of lifetime desire of knowledge and ability to perform well in school. That's all. Thank you.